History is often taught as dates and names, but history is not made of numbers. It is made of fear, ambition, silence, resistance, and consequence. Across these 7 days, stretching from the late 19th century to the modern age, the world reveals a repeating cycle. Power gained, power abused, warnings ignored, and people forced to adapt to decisions made far above them. On January 25th, 1971, Uganda woke up under new rule. A military coup removed a government and installed Idi Amin as president. There was no election, no public consent, and no transition of power. What followed was not simply political change, but a transformation of daily life. Institutions collapsed, trust disappeared, and fear became a language everyone understood. History shows us that when leadership answers only to force, the people always pay the price. Just one day later, on January 26, 1905, a discovery beneath South African soil revealed another form of power: wealth. The Cullinan diamond, the largest diamond ever recorded, was unearthed. Its journey would take it to royal crowns and imperial vaults, becoming a symbol of prestige far from where it was found. This single stone tells a broader African story of vast natural riches extracted to fuel distant empires, while local communities remained excluded from their own inheritance. On January 27, 1945, the illusion of civilized cruelty was shattered. When Allied forces liberated Auschwitz, the world was confronted with evidence of industrialized genocide. The scale of human suffering forced humanity to confront an uncomfortable truth. Evil does not arrive suddenly. It grows when hatred is normalized and when silence becomes easier than resistance. Remembering this day is not about the past alone. It is about recognizing warning signs in the present. January 28, 1986, marked a moment when ambition collided with reality. The Challenger space shuttle disaster was not caused by a single failure, but by a culture that ignored warnings in the pursuit of progress. Engineers had raised concerns. Timelines were protected. Public image mattered more than caution. 73 seconds after launch, tragedy unfolded. History reminds us that technology does not fail alone. Systems fail when human judgment is compromised. On January 29, 1948, a gunshot ended a life but ignited a legacy. Mahatma Gandhi's assassination shocked the world, yet his philosophy of nonviolent resistance continued to travel across continents. In Africa, his ideas influenced independence movements and civil resistance campaigns. Gandhi proved that power does not always come from domination. Sometimes it comes from moral clarity and unwavering discipline. January 30th, 1969, highlighted the quieter force of culture. Music, art, and global expression crossed borders in ways armies never could. Youth movements across Africa absorbed global influences and reshaped them into something distinctly their own. This was not imitation. It was transformation. Culture became a form of resistance, identity, and survival. Then on January 31st, 1950, the world crossed a dangerous threshold. The announcement of the hydrogen bomb introduced an era where human survival itself became negotiable. For the first time, humanity possessed the power to erase civilization in moments. Political decisions now carried consequences far beyond borders, beyond generations, beyond repair. Technology had outrun wisdom. Finally, on February 1st, the world watched global revolutions take shape. Decisions, returns from exile, and political shifts inspired movements everywhere, including in Africa. Change rarely waits. When the moment arrives, history moves fast. Across these 7 days, history leaves us with one enduring message. Power is temporary, ideas are durable, silence enables oppression, and progress without conscience leads to destruction. History does not live in museums, it lives in choices, repeated, ignored, or challenged. And every day it asks the same question: what will we do differently this time? If history matters to you, like the video and subscribe to Echoes of History for one story from the past every day.